Hi, my name is Miriam Bernabei, and I am a volunteer here at Greenburgh Town Hall, and I am here with the lovely Miss Lisa Moore, and she is an artist who will be working and presenting at the Greenburgh Artists and Crafters Market at Presser Park on Saturday, on April 27th from 10 to 4. And welcome, Lisa.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Of course, I'm so delighted to have you because I saw your slides and I didn't see the works in person, but they are beautiful.
Thank you.
And really, I know what they would be called is you work in fiber arts, right?
Correct.
Can you tell us a little bit about what fiber arts is and how you got involved in it to begin with?
Well, fiber art really is just the art of using fabrics, all sorts of material necessary to create the body of work that you choose to create. And I tend to enjoy quilting. I started out kind of like as a garment maker, so I would make my clothes years ago. And then in the past 12 years or so, I got into quilting. And so I would make small functional quilts out of fabric, and quilting is the process of a top layer, a middle layer, and then a bottom layer, and then you sew all three layers together and it will produce a quilt. Mm-hmm. So I started out with functional quilting, and then I started to gravitate toward artwork. So now I primarily do artwork. And so my quilts are wall hangings. Most of my work these days would be considered artwork.
Huh. And how many do you think you have altogether?
Oh, I don't know. A lot. A lot. I've been, since retiring, I've been sewing quite a bit. And so that's the beauty of being retired. You're able to do what you want when you want. And when you have support of, family and friends, you just do what you want. And so that's what I do. And so I have a lot. I have a lot of small pieces, a number of larger pieces. And I just do whatever I'm inspired to do. My husband is an artist as well, so he helps me out with a lot of the projects, and we work together. And so I just enjoy it. I just found a hobby, something that I enjoy doing, and so that's what I do.
Did you ever know of any other fiber artists in the past that you kind of were inspired by them, or not really?
Not particularly. Just once I got introduced to the fiber art world, I've met people through like social media type of, people. And there's a couple of local ladies that I know that are artists as well. But it's just kind of happened. It wasn't like I planned it. It just kind of happened.
Right.
And but I look at a lot of people's work, and I'm inspired by their work. And, we just kind of do what we do because that's what we enjoy doing.
Absolutely. Can you share some of the work that you're going to be bringing to the market with us, and tell us what inspired you for maybe one or two particular pieces?
I joined up with a group when the pandemic struck. There's a group on Facebook that I found, and it's called Quilt Fabric Africa. And so we would do challenges. They would give us challenges. And so that kind of started a couple of years ago, where we would, almost 3 years ago now, where we would just, work on projects virtually. So that was really nice during the pandemic. So, develop friendships that way. And we would do challenges. And one particular challenge that I did with them during Black History Month was called Black Shines Bright. And so this particular project was, you had to use the fabric, African print fabric, in which I enjoy working with African print fabric primarily. And we had to just come up with whatever theme you choose to do. So I decided to do 3 different time periods where for our culture, for Black Americans, that was important. And so I started out with the Civil Rights era with Rosa Parks, and then I went to the 70s, where Angela Davis was popular, and her mission and efforts to, for femininity and for white rights as women. And then I went on to the Black Lives Matter movement. Mm-hmm. And so in that piece, I incorporated, it's like a musical journey as well. So I incorporated technology where you can scan the QR codes, and they actually play the music that I attached to the particular era.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So yeah, so
Love
that was a fun project. And so we've just done a number of projects over the years with the group that I'm a part of, which like I said, it's called Quilt Africa Fabric Tribe. So like I said, we become a virtual community and we get together and we do a lot of projects that way. And
so they're from all over the place, all
yeah,
over the
they're
country,
from all over the world,
even?
all over
Wow.
the world. The woman who started this, she's from Nigeria. And so there are people from Canada, all across the United States, other parts of the world, lady in the Philippines, and we all just meet virtually still, and we create projects, bodies of works, with the tribe.
That's
so
wonderful.
I enjoy that.
That's very exciting.
Yeah,
I love
nice.
the international piece of it.
Yes,
That's one of the benefits of the pandemic, of which there were very few benefits.
Yes,
but,
right. That was one. Mm-hmm.
How long does it take you to make one of your pieces?
It depends. I don't like big projects because they take too long. So I really rather just, make a small wall hanging that might be, say, 25 by 35 or so inches, 25 inches wide by 35 inches long or something like that. And it depends on how often I'm able to work on it, and I just work when I feel like it, I just do it when I feel like it. So it could take a couple of days, it could take a couple of weeks, it depends on what the project is.
So are all the projects, do they start the same way? And do you use glue? Do you sew everything on? I mean, how does that work?
It pretty much starts with piecing. So in quilting, it starts out by piecing a project, so you get just deciding what color combination you're going to use, what fabrics you want to use, and then you cut them the way you want them, sew them together. So I machine sew. A lot of people still hand sew, but I machine stitch the pieces together and, place them where I want them, make the top and then put the batting in the middle, and then you have a backing, and then you sew them together, all 3 layers together by quilting them. So the art of quilting is actually sewing the 3 layers together and putting a design. So the design that you put on when you sew the 3 pieces together is the actual quilting itself. And then you bind them and then you hang them up, or you do whatever you're going to do with them. So it depends on the project.
Sounds like a lot of work to me.
It is, but it's a lot of fun work because I find it fun. I enjoy it.
Is there a favorite time of day that you like to work?
Oh boy, I'm kind of like a night owl, so I tend to work late at night.
Late at night, middle of the night.
Late at night. I start out late, and yeah. So,
have you sold anything?
I have. I was at an event in February, in White Plains, and it was an expo, and people bought some of my work, and my church family supports me. I have friends from church that buy my work, and yeah, so I sell a lot. I sell some, I give a lot away, and so.
So what's your advice to people who want to do what you're doing, but just working too hard and just don't have the time, or young children who just have a little art in their.
Yeah, that's the hard part. I mean, I would not been able to do as much as I've been doing lately if I didn't retire. It's very difficult to do, but you carve out time to do whatever it is that you enjoy doing. And so that's like anything in life. You have to carve out the time to do what it is that you want to do. And so I found something that I enjoy, thoroughly enjoy. It the artwork comes to life, it starts out with just like little squares or little pieces of fabric, and then you sew them together and they come to life. And so I get my inspiration from nature, I get my inspiration from my faith and my family, and I just put it together, and whatever inspires me, it just comes together and turns out to be quite nice, if I must say so myself.
Yeah, I think you can. This is a philosophical question, okay? It is, how do you measure success? How do you measure success in art?
Just being yourself, being true to yourself, doing whatever it is that you enjoy doing, and just being grateful for any opportunity that comes your way. So my measure of success is that I'm happy, I'm healthy, and when I see my work, and once it's completed, I'm pleased with it. And the people that get the opportunity to see it seem to be pleased with it. So for me, that's success.
I agree with you. All right. Well, thank you, Lisa Moore. We really enjoyed hearing all about your process, and I look forward to seeing you at the market at Presser Park on Saturday, April 27th from 10 to 4, Greenburgh Artists and Crafters Market. Be there.
Please be there. We're looking forward to seeing you.